As I stated previously, there was a robust interagency process, and I was at almost all of those meetings hosted by OMB. A number of questions were raised during that process, given the profound ramifications of making an endangerment finding, including the definition of various terms within the Clean Air Act, such as air pollutant or air pollution, or what exactly is meant by the cause and contribute test of the Clean Air Act. All of these terms are important terms, and we wanted to make sure that we got it right, not only for the immediate regulations for cars and trucks, but also because we believed that it would lead to regulations and set the precedent for how regulations were developed for a variety of stationary sources. Over the course of that discussion, there was quite a bit of effort and interest to see whether the Supreme Court case itself and regulation of CO2 and other greenhouse gases from automobiles would be restricted to just regulation of automobiles. How the Clean Air Act works is that after a pollutant is a regulated pollutant, controls are required on a variety of sources. So there is an interest to determine whether we could define CO2 from automobiles as somehow different than CO2 from power plants, for example. Clearly,
you think that's possible?
Clearly, it wasn't supportable.
And who was trying to argue for that?
Well, several individuals were trying to make that general case.
People within OMB?
Jeff Rosen, part of the General Counsel's office at OMB, had raised that question multiple times, and I must say that it was sometimes somewhat embarrassing for me to return to EPA and ask for my colleagues to explain yet again that CO2 is a molecule and there's no scientific way of differentiating between CO2 from a car or a power plant.